Hey guys, Tim here. One of my first videos I've done since my last Ranger video about 2-3 years ago. It was a 1994 extended cab 4-wheel drive. My dream truck essentially, but what had happened is an old lady pulled in front of me, couldn't stop quick enough, and I hit her, ended up totaling the Ranger. A couple years later, this is what I got. It's a 2010 Ford Ranger XLT 4-wheel drive. It's got the 4-liter single overhead cam V6 in it and a 5-speed automatic transmission. I got this from a dealership back in September. Rangers, they've kind of always been my thing since high school. Saw this one, I couldn't pass it up. One of the nicest Rangers I've seen in a while. Now, it's just an XLT. It's not the Level 2 or the Sport, so it doesn't have the skid plates or the somewhat custom interior like the Level 2s do, although I'd like to customize mine to make it look like that. It's got 4-wheel disc brakes, which is something I'm not used to. These alloy rims. Sharp little truck, if I don't say so myself. Got these running boards that were with it on the dealer. When I got it from the dealer, I never had a truck with running boards. It's something I get used to. Feel like a grandpa when I have to use them. Back here, we got plastic-ish tonneau cover. I like this one better than the fiberglass tonneau covers because I can unclip it from the back and roll it up in case I have to haul something, which usually I do whenever someone asks me to help them. I'll just open her up and throw in there what needs to be thrown in there. I've actually used those bed rails when I bought my bed a few months ago and strapped them on there and hauled it down the road with no problem. Now, one feature I do like about these Rangers is the hitch down there that came with it factory. Every other Ranger that I had did not come with that, but these ones evidently did, which is good because I plan on starting a business here soon where I have to use the hitch to haul my equipment around. Pretty cold where I'm at right now. It's like 20-25 degrees. I kind of mean to shoot this video with the wind blowing in my face and no gloves on. It's got Goodyear Wrangler tires on it. It's what's on it when it came from the dealer. They're not too bad. No road noise or anything. Although they are a little cracked on the inside on the tread. Previous owner that had this truck kept it garage kept for its whole life. I am the third owner of it. First owner had it for approximately 6,000 miles according to the Carfax, and second owner drove it for about 94,000 miles. I got it when it had 101,000. Right now it's about 10-12 miles away from hitting 109,000 miles. One of the smoothest running Rangers that I've ever had. Gets about 20 miles per gallon on the highway. I think one trip I did 180 miles and averaged 24 miles per gallon. Let me get a shot of the interior here. Now this Ranger, sorry for the dirty truck. I take my dogs for rides all the time, and that stuff down there is my cleaning supplies and gym clothes. This Ranger here is a 4-door, like all the newer ones are, so I can open up all 4 doors here, which comes in handy when you want to throw something in the back to haul it, or if you have to take more than 2 passengers with you wherever you go. Like I said, it ain't quite the same as the Level 2 FX4s. It's got the fabric seats and fabric flooring, with the Level 2s. You got leather seats, and you got a center console that goes all the way across. That's something I'd like to have here. Just makes it look a lot more comfortable, feel a lot more comfortable. Let's see here. It's got the AM, FM radio, CD player, and satellite radio. I opted not to get the satellite radio after my subscription ended, and that was a mistake because now they're hounding me every day with 1-800 numbers to resubscribe. It's got airbags all around, even in the seats. So when you wreck, God forbid, it won't hurt you too bad. This is the first Ranger I've had where it's had the dash set up like this. I've had quite a few Rangers, about 4 or 5, and I've had a couple 94s. I've had an 02, I've had an 03, and I even had an early 80s briefly. But I like this one, how it's got the tachometer, gas tank, temperature gauge. And the one thing I'm not used to is that big black square right there has all your lights right there. I'm always used to just seeing a check engine light and that's it. But like I said, it's got, let's see here, if you can see it there, 108,992 miles. So since September I've put about 7,100 miles on it. I plan to drive it many more, hundreds of thousands of miles, as long as they keep supplying parts for the this style V6. Let's get a shot of the engine. Bear with me for a second, I'm a little under the weather here. Let me put the phone down. Here's the engine. Like I said, it's got the 4-liter single overhead cam V6, which I've read, looked online, they produce anywhere from 207 horsepower on up, just depending on what vehicle you have in it. I hear the Explorers and the Mustangs have 210, when this one has 207. I plan on making that up with headers and full exhaust, you know, just to help the engine run a little better and breathe a little bit better. I had a buddy with an 02 Ranger, he put headers on it and a dual exhaust, catback dual exhaust, and it increased his power and torque as well as miles per gallon tremendously. My Ranger here, it came with a custom or fob system here where I can, you know, lock it, unlock it, even remote start. So let me get a quick shot of it starting up. Not a knock, ping, rattle, or tick. Perfect Ford engineering, in my opinion. I'm a Ford guy myself. This engine, or whole truck for this matter, was cared for by the previous 2 owners. It was garage kept, and it's got 20 or 34 records on Carfax, having services done every 6,000 miles, oil changes, transmission service. The most extensive work this has ever had done to it was towards the end of the second owner's ownership, and it had a water pump put on it right around 95, 98,000 miles. I can't remember. I'd have to look on the Carfax report I got. And as far as I know, this has got stock exhaust on it, but it sounds a little bit throatier than all the other Rangers I ever had. Let me shut this off and start up the exhaust. go back here. Starting to back up. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's got an exhaust tip on it or something, but to me it's got a little bit more of a rumble than what the Rangers that I've always had have had, which I can't complain. I like the sound of it. So I apologize. I would like to have shot a little bit better video today, but I am a little bit under the weather and it's really cold right now. I appreciate you watching, and if you have any questions about the Ford Ranger or anything about my truck in particular, shoot me a message on YouTube and I'll answer it as quick as I can. Thanks for watching.